What's up, guys? Xraypc here, and I'm back with another video. I just wanted to show you case Borderlands 4 Endgame to you all, so let's get right into it. So, with the first thing I want to talk about for Borderlands 4 Endgame is the Ultimate True Vault Hunter mode. Ultimate True Vault Hunter mode has increased damage scaling. Enemies scale to your level as well. So, with the old Vault Hunter modes, it used to just be pretty much you just redo the campaign, has a slightly harder difficulty, or like either slightly harder or sometimes way too hard difficulty. And I mean, it didn't really feel that good. So most people, especially in Borderlands 3, didn't play in it. I think in Borderlands 2, more people played in it for sure. But in Borderlands 3, people opted to just play the default version, and then they released like this scaling difficulty thing where you could change the levels. And this is a more of a mixture of that one and Vault Hunter mode, where this one has 5 difficulty levels that scales their difficulty, gives them new movesets, and then either 5 difficulty levels, so each one is progressively getting harder, and you get to actually keep your loot in this game's endgame, like True Vault Hunter mode. Unlike Borderlands 3, where you pretty much have to completely start over, just but put the game way harder. And now, so you get to keep your loot. And then each difficulty also unlocks the next tier of difficulty with a challenge where you had it's like a special wildcard mission, and they're like buffed up enemies in the same tier difficulty, but they're buffed up to the next difficulty that you would have to be progressing to. And they'll have like new moveset, new loot, and as soon as you beat them, you qualify for the next one, and you can level up to the next one, and then from there you slowly progress, get your gear better, and then take on the next one all the way up to the 5th difficulty. And then from there, that's where everyone who is true end game, like I'm like, if they say, hey man, I am at the end game, most people are saying probably the 4th or 5th difficulty. I guess you could be saying anything from the first one to the last one, but most people are going to be struggling with probably at least the 3rd one. So I think that should be it. I'm trying to like, there's a lot of things that they went over in their like different articles. All right, the next thing I'll just go over is boss farming. So boss farming has dedicated loot drops, thankfully. After all this time, thankfully, they have dedicated loot drops, man. Oh my gosh. Borderlands 3, it was just straight RNG. There was some dedicated loot drops. Obviously, there was like 1 or 2 things tied, but most of the time you could randomly get it in like some other activities, and because of it, they like made it super hard to get in general sometimes, or like they made it astronomically easy, and it just felt like you just didn't care anymore, and like you would have like 40 of the same one. Sometimes some people don't even have the same like loot. Like some people don't have certain legendary loot they've been hunting for forever, and they have 20,000 of another one. It just makes it not feel that good. So they changed that immediately. That was the first thing they announced. Farming bosses in this Borderlands has been approved to offer greater variety and more predictable goals to shoot for. They stated in an article that they intended for us to not only just hard farm one boss, but to fight different ones across the world to find specific loot, adding variety. I mean, they kind of just made it so, and I don't say here, in addition to loot drops, taking out bosses helps complete contracts, which pay well in Iridium. Iridium can be used to respec your spec tree and spinning up Moxie's big Encore machine. This is a machine that right here, and I'll just say this, it lets you replay that boss or even the mission without having to like reset your entire game or find it on this like mission thing and then like click it and then load in. And no, it literally just, you hit the Moxie's machine and you're at the end of the mission, or you hit Moxie's machine at the end of the mission, or you hit for the boss, like you're just at like the end game boss, like you went through the entire mission, you got to the end of the boss, you either just replay the boss there or just start from the beginning again if you want. But yeah, that's just way better. I mean, I hated having to like get to like, there's certain bosses that you had to get all the way to the end of the mission and then kill it, reset, and then it was like the most annoying thing. And sometimes when you reset, it wouldn't just reset you at the boss, it reset you all the way back to the start of the mission. You have to redo the whole thing again. So let's say you had to waste like 10 or 12 minutes to do that, you're doing 10-12 minute runs over and over again instead of just killing this boss that took you like 30 seconds to a minute. So that helps a lot more. Weekly challenges. They are introducing weekly objectives with new rewards each week. There's going to be a weekly Encore boss, which is a tougher new type with a new ability, resistances, movesets, and even loot pools. So that's just, and each person, I think, I can't remember if it's a weekly boss per person, or I think it's just a weekly, like, server-wide boss. And so you and your friends can help each other. I know for sure that we have Maurice's Black Market machine, and it's gonna be like Xur in Destiny. So if you guys ever seen that, played Destiny, he's like once a week, well, not once a week, but it's like for the weekend, let's say, Maurice's Black Machine will be there, and it will have like different legendary, like different legendaries in there, and different other like loot that you can only get from a certain boss. And it probably will cost like iridium or insane amounts of money, but your Maurice machine is completely different from another person's Maurice machine. Xur in Destiny was all Xur had was this thing. Now I can go and ask my like 10 friends that were all playing to get the game, hey man, hey, what do you have in yours? Hey, what do you have in yours? Hey, what do you have in yours? This is mine, right? I have this in mine. Screenshot it. Oh, dude, I need that gun. I'm gonna go to your world. Well, I need to go to your world to get this gun. All right, well, I'll go to your world first. I'm gonna buy that. Then you can go. I'll go back to load up my game, and then I'll go, and then you can come to my world. All right, bam, boom. We get both the things we wanted, and then we can go back to farming. Let's see if I missed something there. Oh, we have weekly wildcard missions that have a dedicated legendary drop you could repeatedly earn as well. And then I'm gonna move on to endgame loot and customization. Firmware is a part of one of the main endgame loot mechanics. Similar to gear sets in any other game, something that has never been in Borderlands before. Like, we've never had straight gear sets, but they can randomly roll on non-weapon gear, rep kits, ordnance, class mods, shields, enhancements as well. And you can have 5 firmware equipped, but you can only have a max of a 3 set. So you can go 3 and 2. So you can have a 3 set and a 2 set. And I think it's literally just like a progressively, they haven't really gone like too much detail in it. I guess they're just either waiting till a closer release or just hoping that everybody finds out on release. Like, they're just letting us find out on our own, which is actually a cool thing. But like, let's say like it's a progressively getting better set. Like, it's like the same thing at level 1 to level the max, in a sense of the max level what it should do, but the effect of it gets better and better with each tier set you get up to 3. So let's say you put a 3 set and it's like reload speed and weapon damage. Okay, let's put a 3 set of that, and then 2 set of like ability cooldown and something. That's just like me spitballing, but like that's pretty much what you're going to be going for. And so it depends on your build. Some people have ability based builds, some people have weapon based builds, some people have a mixture of builds, some people have the melee based builds. It just really depends. Like toxic element based builds, toxic like poison, whatever is in the game, whatever your build is, you can pretty much use these to enhance it in a huge way. Major bonuses provided by firmware are typically flat increases to stats. Oh yeah, ordnance damage, action school, cooldown rate, full bonuses can provide unique effects. Dropping down a missile strike or boosting your damage, and lifesteal when your health gets low. And then also like weapon damage and melee damage and etc. are in there too. They just didn't want to go on full detail, but I was trying to give you like an image. Firmware maxes out, 3 tiers. And then let's see, move on. You can see them around level 25, but you can't get the machine to transfer them to different pieces until endgame. So level 25, level 35, or around there is supposed to be the when you beat the story. Is that apparently when you beat the story, you're like level 35. But when you beat the story, that's when you get this machine that, let's say you get another piece of like your shield, and this shield has the part of the 3 set that you want. Okay, now you can transfer that to that new shield. That's like a best in slot shield. Like, everything on it's amazing. It's just the set piece is not what you wanted. You could transfer the old set piece to that new one. So if it's a perfect set piece for you, like that is the one you wanted when you got really early when you're beating the story, do not delete it. You will screw yourself over. There is firmware sets that only drop in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode as well. So don't be sitting in non-Vault Hunter mode. I mean, I guess you can. Like, some people like to just one-tap everything, and they don't want to have to, like, not read, like, it used to be regrind, but now it's like a actual good progression system. But, some people just want to be able to fight things that they're just going to one-tap anyway. So, but I would say at least try the first level or second level of Vault Hunter mode so you can get some of these exclusive firmware sets. And maybe you could go back into your default mode and be the king that you always wanted to be. Another new system is specialization. So the spec system is a streamlined way to steadily and continuously increase the power of your characters account-wide just by playing. And once you have completed the campaign, you'll unlock the spec XP bar that can level up hundreds of times, providing incremental buffs that eventually open up meaningful choices for how to strengthen your favorite build. Think of specs like badass ranks or I forgot what it was called of Borderlands 3, but it had pretty much the same system, and except this one's a way more enhanced system. This one, it's like it still has like some of the similar like simple things like just weapon damage and reload speed, fire rate, all that, but then just more like detailed things on there as well. But yeah, we don't really know more on that. They didn't really go into full detail. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to explain about their endgame. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.